process. That's the reason why it's called fusion centers, because these four entities come together to provide information. On the next page, you can see at the top of the page here a wide range of information. What type of information? It says a wide range of information there. I want to kind of emphasize that wide range of information. Why are they collecting all this information on American people? Well, we can only speculate. They're not telling us, but it becomes obvious when you see who's participating. The DOJ Fusion Center guideline include a 6-page list, which it says is not comprehensive of potential types of information fusion centers could incorporate. Some of the sources included on the list were private sector entities such as food, water, production facilities, grocery stores, and supermarkets and restaurants, banks, investment firms, credit companies, and government-related financial departments, right? So these are all the entities that's going to provide information on individuals that are being surveilled. Preschool, daycare centers, university, primary and secondary schools, and other educational entities providing information on suspicious activity. Now, if they're providing information on suspicious activity, I mean, who considers it suspicious? Does law enforcement consider it suspicious? Or does the private contractor consider it suspicious? Right? Fire and emergency medical services in both the public and private sector, such as hospitals and private EMS services, utility, electricity, and oil companies, Department of Energy, private physicians, pharmaceutical companies, veterinarians, the gaming industry, sports authority, sporting facilities, amusement parks, cruise lines, hotels, motels, resorts and convention centers, internet service and an email provider or email providers, the FCC telecom companies, computers, software companies, and related government agencies, defense contractors and military entities, the U.S. Postal Service, private shipping companies, apartment facilities, facility management companies. So your apartment facility management company is spying on you. I mean, what kind of information would they provide? Right? They're providing gang stalking. They're perpetrators. Malls, retail stores, shopping centers, state and child welfare entities, government, public, and private transport entities such as airline and shipping companies. Now, again, friends, I mean, this represents information. It's a wide range of information, but it's also a wide range of individuals providing information. And they're providing information. Keep in mind, all of this information is provided to the Fusion Center. And who works in the Fusion Centers? Does law enforcement work there? No. Private contractors work there. They have security clearances. And they're collecting this data. Basically, Americans are spying on Americans. That's what the whole fusion said. This is the reason why this is so reminiscent of the COINTEL program. This is exactly what the COINTEL, but this is COINTELPRO on steroids, guys, because they're swapping data from one fusion center to the next fusion center. It's government funded. And not only that, the government has allowed them, because of their funding, to increase their data collection services to include federal services. So they're not just providing local information, they're providing information on you and I on a federal level. And this information is being housed there. They have vaults, data mining vaults, where they're collecting this data and keeping it for years to come. I mean, this stuff is obviously kept in computers. It's not actually kept in file cabinets, but it's on computers. But fact of the matter is they're collecting this data on each one of us. And this data is being used basically to spy and surveil on people.
She keeps saying that. See, oblivious, or they won't even know. They can live their lives, meaning we are going to monitor you.
Not only this, now we can actually understand people's actions and activities just using radio signals.
We can understand people's actions and activities. That's called surveillance, lady. It is called surveillance, and she keeps selling it as this medical garbage. Do not buy this. The technology itself does exist, but the rest of it is lies. Trying to get you to believe it's on the horizon, it's coming, it is in use.
We have a form of X-ray vision that allows us to know what people are doing from behind the wall. But
We have a form of X-ray vision. A form of X-ray. You have radar. It is called radar. Wi-Fi is radar. It's all radar.
what I want to emphasize is really about the convergence of two things, radio signals and machine learning.
And we've proven that with the SWAT rat, that it is radio signals and machine learning, because it is AI. See, they swap those. They don't want to say AI with that. So they say machine learning.
Radio signals are the ears of the device. So the wireless signal that bounce off our bodies and spread in the environment and goes through walls is very minute, actually.
So that's exactly what I've been saying. These radio signals are the ear of God weapon. They don't need an eye. It's just like an airplane. When you watch a movie, you can watch it. You pay for the sound. The sound is more important. Sound has more detail. So the ear of God weapon is more important than an eye of God weapon. Hearing what's going on is more important than seeing. And if you have a visual to go with that, with the radar, even better. So everything that they're talking about in this video is basically to look out for Charlie Channel in a suit. It is somebody in a suit telling you the exact same things that I am telling you, except they are lying over the top, trying to tell you that it's for medical purposes when it is already implemented and they are using it on people.
So when you go to sleep, your brain waves change and enter different stages: awake, light sleep, deep sleep, REM, which we know like 1 in every 3 Americans have problems sleeping.
1 in every 3 Americans have problems sleeping because we are bombarded with radio waves, which she already said that earlier in the video, and that is what's causing sleep disturbances in the first place. Plus, we are being monitored and manipulated while we sleep.
So
Let's
if we
keep
can
going.
understand these sleep stages, not only we understand sleep, we can actually understand a lot about mood disorders and neurological diseases.
We can understand it because they're causing it. Problem, reaction, solution. Parkinson's, right? It's going to help everybody. This is for monitoring pre-crime policing and surveillance of everybody, and it is already in use. And somebody said recently, I can't believe that this hasn't been used to convict people of crimes that they were doing in their home without anybody knowing. Well, we don't know that it hasn't, and there's a reason why. It is called parallel construction. And this came after the Patriot Act, and it is the use of information and surveillance that no one has to know where it came from. It was just given to law enforcement. So it could be given from a fusion center to a police force, state police, FBI, to build a case on somebody, and they don't ever have to tell you where it came from. You are unaware of it. It is out there. You can research it. Parallel construction is a law enforcement process of building a parallel or separate evidentiary basis for a criminal investigation in order to conceal how an investigation actually began. So there you go. I'm sure that it has already been used multiple times and it's being used now.